Yeah, so I don't know about you, but literally our training for the Ring of Honor Academy is the toughest thing I've ever done, especially the tryout.
Yes.
Like, I know during the tryout when we were doing the sit-ups, at one point I could see nothing but white and I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah.
It was like, isn't it like 98 degrees out in like the middle of August?
Outside on blacktop in a
as
parking
we're
lot.
doing push-ups and our palms of our hands are burning.
Yeah, and the sit-ups and all the squats.
And
then we had to
running
go
around
run.
the canal.
And the thing I remember about my tryout was when I was running.
We weren't at the same tryout, right?
No, we were at like separate days.
You were at Tyler Black's tryout.
I don't know. Maybe.
Where he brought hot dogs?
Yeah.
Someone lied to him?
No idea what you're talking about.
Somebody told him there was a barbecue. And I remember that tryout because I was dying. And then they were like, all right, now you're going to go run around the lagoon. And I was trying to run, and I couldn't pick my legs up. And Punk comes running by me, and he's like, how you doing? I said, I'm trying to get my legs to work. He's, you make him work for you. And he just kept running, and I was like, I'm not passing this ever.
Oh, dude, literally the only reason I made it through the tryout was thinking, Derek's doing this, not easily, but easier than me. I'm not going to be the reason that he can't live his dream and not go to this school. Like, I'm either going to make it through this tryout, or I'm probably going to die. I'm probably a half a sit-up away from dying, though.
Do you want to talk about sit-ups? One of my fondest memories of training was I was very out of shape when I showed up. I had no condition.
Didn't you
whatsoever.
pass out the first day of squats?
First day of squats, I passed out, fell against a wall. And then at some point, we were doing sit-ups. Remember where we had to... The elder guys would stand on our feet while we did sit-ups, and I couldn't do mine very well. So the guy who was holding my feet just walked away out of disgust.
Was it me?
Yes, it was. Out of disgust. And I remember thinking, man, that dick. And then I remember thinking I can't really do the sit-ups. So
You know who
I deserved it.
Is not Hagadorn, but the Shane.
I was going to bring up the Shane because...
Where he told Punk about how when you get drunk, your bones get flexible, so it's better for you.
And my favorite thing was when... Well, there's a couple favorites about that dude, but the one was when he brought in the newspaper of himself in a top hat.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like... I think
Wasn't
it was
that like a college football game?
Yeah,
or
college
something?
football game, and he had like a beer. I think he was like Sandmanning the beer, and underneath it said
Ring of Honor Wrestler.
Yeah, Ring of Honor Wrestler, the Shane. And Punk just went right to that part and was like, "Why does it say you're a wrestler?"
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure after that is when he ran that, when that dude lost his heart for the business.
And do you remember when he was doing the drop down drill and Davey was making fun of him for was it Davey that made fun of him for having Metallica like Converse with the shit stitched on it?
Well, and the fact that he doused himself before and after training in women's Victoria's Secret body spray. like you would go outside, like we would change inside, go outside, and he'd be in the parking lot taking off his shirt, just hosing himself with some Juniper Breeze. And we're like, what are you doing, bro? Like, it's weird. But he was a weird... I was very grateful for the Shane because while I was getting my fitness up, he was taking all of the shit that I would have been getting. Because
Howie and Anthony, me and Derek, and you and Eric.
Me and Eric, and then the Shane, and then Eric was gone. Then the Shane was gone, and it was just me. And I was like, I got to step up or get out of here because
you're the odd man out.
Yeah. So then I just tried to step it up as best as I could, and got through everything, and wasn't dying on the workouts anymore.
No, that was always a fun day.
Well, you guys came into training straight out of college lacrosse season.
Yeah, and football.
I came straight out of drinking beer and smoking cigarettes. Like, I had quit that a month before. And now I'm running for an hour and doing 300 squats. Dude, my body was like... Tryouts. After the tryouts, I couldn't even walk.
Yeah, because you guys had to unload the ring truck.
Yeah, and I couldn't get up and down the stairs. I had such a hard time going up the stairs, up to where the ring was.
Yeah.
To take merch in, I think.
Hagadorn at that point was still an old man and probably forgot about having us do that.
No, you know what it was? I think that they kind of said you don't have to, but it was
Yeah,
okay.
but, yeah, of course, because that's wrestling where it's like, oh, you don't have to do this, but if you want to be a good soldier.
And I asked Hagadorn for water at the tryout too, because I
And
left
then he
mine
just unzipped his
upstairs.
fly.
No, he poured some for me. I remember. Because I was like, should I go back upstairs and grab it? And you were just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
And I'm like, I thought this guy was in charge here.
Yeah, I think me and Derek were the only ones from our tryout to actually join the school. Like, because I think it was me and Derek that got through it, and then like 2 Asian kids or Chinese kids or whatever the proper term is now for it.
8 Asian was correct the first time.
I think they were from China though.
There was a guy who showed up to the tryout in gear. He was in a singlet, and I remember he ducked out during the squats, and he stood off to the side going, guys, don't quit like I did. Just keep and he's in full gear, like singlet. We're like,
What I love is not our like after our class got done, but the next tryouts before Punk left, like the kid that came in like camo pants and showing Punk his light tube scars and shit.
oh my god, yeah.
Because that's always a great way to go into wrestling school.
Was that the bullwhip?
Yeah, that's a bullwhip one. When Derek had the bullwhip.
When I almost took my eye out.
Yeah.
Derek's like, you can't play with a bullwhip. That's real. And I'm like, whatever. And I go,
Shut up, nerd.
And I snap it, and it was right here. And Derek just looked with this horror. And he's just, give it back. Give it back. And I had to. I would have